Hi and welcome to day 10, December the 10th, 2016. Day 10 of the Haynes Advent Calendar Radio. So I'm sure you've all caught up with the previous one. If so, don't watch this. If you haven't, don't watch this. Watch the previous video. Otherwise this will be a bit of a spoiler. So, I keep saying so for some reason, so day 10. So far we've got a working radio. Let's just pop that battery back in to confirm that it still is working. You never know. One of my links might come out again. Still working nice. Brilliant. So, let's have a look. Number 10's down here. I need to probably pull a component here to switch this off. This breaks the circuit for a minute. Let's have a look behind number 10 then. Still can't get my fingernails quite underneath that. Oh dear. Right. Looks like we have something that's quite familiar. A little momentary push switch. There we go, so it's just a single push to switch on, then when you release it switches back off again. I'm assuming that's how they've got it set up. Pins are sharp. Ooh, ow. Okay, so let's have a look in the manual and see what the situation is with that then. Day 10, it says scan up, so let's have a look. Let's what we get a little bit. So it says open the temp door, remove the push switch. This replaces the wire switch installed previously. Well, that's good. However, this time the switch is connected to the positive terminal rather than the earth. Okay, so it looks like we've got to swap the circuit around a little bit again. So station search works in the opposite direction. Every time you press a switch, the radio will search for the next station up the frequency range. Looks like I've got to do a bit of craft work. It says on the rear side of the calendar packaging you'll find the template for a small radio unit, which can also function as the speaker box. Cut the box out, stick it together to form a closed box. Cut out a sound hole, and which a speaker can be placed on. This mainly improves the bass response. Alternatively, the speaker can also be stuck into the box. Okay, it says that you'll now hear the radio has a particularly clear sound. This is due to the digital signal processing in the BK1068 radio IC. All such tasks, such as setting the exact frequency as well as filtering and demodulation of the FM signal, are managed by a digital signal processor. At the same time, the reception strength and signal quality are measured, which are used to decide at which station the search ends. Nevertheless, the search may stop at a frequency with a poor signal. In this case, you just push the scan button again. So let's get this wired up then. So looking at it, most of the bits are staying where they are. Okay. So I've got to remove quite a few bits here. Let's get you in and show you what I'm up to. Ooh, steady cam. So the link through to the S, which is obviously for scan, it's got to come out, and our little switch contact's got to come out. So now, as I say, this little momentary push button. Where's it gone? There it is. That might be a bit tricky to squeeze in the hole, so yeah, basically it's bridging the gap there. And then you just straighten the legs out on that, I think. Let's get it into the holes. Straighten that out with pliers. Come on. Cool. It's a devil to get them in sometimes here. There we go. Right, let's pop that capacitor back in. Lo and behold, it works. Well, so that's now in the positive supply. It's only, it looks like it's a double pole switch, but it's only using one to switch power down to the scan. Nice. Right, bear with me, I'm going to go and get the box in a minute and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, this is the piece they're on about. Only concern is that they're saying to cut a 1 centimetre hole in it, which is going to mess up the look of it a little bit, so I'm going to cut this out in a minute. I've got my scissors and I've also got a scalpel and a cutting edge, a ruler here, so I'm going to cut that out in a minute and we'll get it put together, see what it looks like. Okay, well, I've cut it all out now. I've just made some score lines on the folds, so I should be able to fold it up quite nicely. Oh, I've missed one there, look. Just score that as well while I'm at it. Just breaking through the first layer, really. So what this is going to look like when it's all together. There we go. It's looking quite good. So that's basically what it'll look like. I don't think at the moment though I want to be cutting a 1 centimetre hole in it, so it does say that it can be stuck into the box, so we might do that. Anyway, that's basically what the box of the radio looks like. Nice little extra they've thrown in the actual case. I say, much easier to cut it out on a cutting mat with a sharp knife than trying to do it with scissors. Anyway, definitely that should stick together quite nicely. So we don't want to stick it together yet, because I'm assuming that at the end this radio fits into that box. Anyway, there we are. Day 10 finished. Radio with a push switch now. Might be when we finish, I might build a little board or put it into a bit of Vero board rather than the breadboard. Something's not making good connection there somewhere. Ah. There we go. Still working. It's dodgy wire here, I think. Yeah, it's not very good live connection there. So what I'll do in a bit is I'll strip this back a bit and just re-tin it. A fresh bit of solder. That should sort that problem out. Well, here it is. Still working. Nice little bit of kit. Good fun anyway. Thanks for watching, and give me a thumbs up if you like that. And next episode, obviously tomorrow, 11th of December. Bye for now.